came and tried to articulate what the movie was about, I could do it in a form and fashion, but without giving the plot away. I thought we did a very good job of that, Ocho. Michael B. Jordan. Hell, I thought Denzel, he won for Training Day. He won for Training Day in a lead role. He won for Glory in a supporting role. But I think his best role for me was Malcolm X, and he didn't win for that. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in another. He could have won for Hurricane too. Okay. Reuben Hurricane.
Oh yeah, Reuben Carter.
Yes. But Joe and Joe, Michael B. Jordan, Best Actor, Oscar. What do you think? Surprised?
I mean, I'm absolutely not surprised. Obviously, his resume speaks for itself. Some of the things that he's done, Fruitvale Station, obviously being one of the earlier ones I've watched Michael B. Jordan on, and his work has been phenomenal, up to date. I think he's worthy of the Oscar. And watching Sinners and him playing dual characters and being able to show his range, as an actor, he was due for a damn Oscar. Obviously, for those that didn't see the movie, I'm sure you've seen it. To date, it has so many layers that you can peel back, so much history, that goes into it. Once you get a better understanding on what you're watching and how it touches different eras. So congratulations to Michael B. Jordan and everyone that was a part of making
all the other nominees. Joe, did you get an opportunity to see?
Yeah, I'm not. I ain't even seen Sinners, Uncle Ocho. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all. It's not surprising to me because he's one of the highest grossing, actors in Hollywood. I mean, he's made his way, bro. I enjoy watching him on the big film. But I ain't get a chance to see Sinners, man. My lady was telling me about it though. I heard it's long.
Yeah, it is. But you get a chance to. It took me a while. It wasn't until the end that I really started to catch on. Like, oh, okay, I see what y'all did. Because in the beginning, I couldn't understand. Like, okay, why would they just y'all vampires just going in the house? Obviously, and Halle Berry won for Monsters Ball. Hattie McDaniel won in a supporting role back in I think wasn't that Gone with the Wind? Yeah, 1939. Okay, so look. This is about here, but we're not going to go back and try to rewrite history and say what this should have, could have, would have, could have happened. All I know is in the present tense, he's won. And I know there are a lot of people that are extremely excited. Hopefully, look, and people have been back, they hired this guy to say the N-word and they had to give it to him. No, he was unbelievable in Sinners. He was.
Ooh. You can't take that away from him. Regardless of if you watch the movie, if you watch the film, if you watch his work in general,
he does a good job. Yes,
general, up to date, including what he did in Sinners, he was worthy of the Oscar. So listen, so are the other nominees as well. But tonight was Michael B. Jordan's night, and nothing else can take away from that.
Obviously, when somebody wins, somebody has to lose, Ocho. That's just the way it is. You get these nominations, and it is an extreme honor to just be nominated for your work because there are a lot of great actors and actresses that have played extremely incredible roles that weren't nominated, that wasn't acknowledged for their work in a given film. But to even be acknowledged, I know, it hurts, and I know everybody's like it just to be acknowledged. Now you want to win because I'm here now. It's like getting to the Super Bowl. It's like getting to anything, Ocho. Well, I'm just glad to be a part of it, bro. I didn't put all this time in. I didn't go to Juilliard and take those classes to become a better at my craft just to say I was nominated and gotten here. It is a huge honor, so don't get me wrong. It is an extreme honor, but to actually win the award when there's once a year. We get an Oscar for the best actor or actress in a lead role, in a supporting role, and they have a host of other categories. But Michael B. Jordan, we're extremely proud. I know there's a lot of people that are extremely proud of you, bro, but I want you to know that your community is extremely proud of you. The way you handled and Lindo handled that situation, we couldn't be more proud of you because a lot of people couldn't handle that situation the way you guys did. You stood in the face of whatever the case. Look, let's not go through that. But the way you stood up there on that stage with pride and held your head up high, it's an extreme honor to call you a brother. It's an extreme honor. So we're proud of you. I know Denzel's extremely happy. Jamie. I know Jamie a little bit, met Denzel, know Denzel a little bit. I haven't met any of these others. Forrest Whitaker, I love him, the Godfather of Harlem. Oh, I love him in The Godfather Harlem. The problem is that I watch all the episodes. I binge watch, so I watch like 12 episodes over 2 days, and then I'm done. I don't have anything else to do. Obviously, Halle has played some roles. Her in Monster Ball. She's been a superhero. She's been in the Avengers with X-Men and things of that nature. So we're extremely proud. But tonight, Michael B. Jordan, bro. Bro, we salute. If I had a hat on, I'd take my hat off to you, bro. Congratulations. Honor well deserved. Ryan Coogler. Original screenplay, bro, from the Bay, for what you've been able to do with Black Panther, Fruitvale Station, Creed, now Sinners, and the way you change Hollywood, that the Sinners going to revert back to you after a quarter century. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Like I said, this community is extremely proud of you and what you've been able to do. There are a lot of people that laid the foundation before you. And that we should be Will Packer. Don't think we forgot about you. Tyler Perry, we haven't forgot about you. But for what these two gentlemen has been able to do and so young in their career, we want to say thank you. We support you. We honor you. Tonight is your night. Take a bow. Very well deserved bow. And no nightcap and the people around the world. We are extremely, extremely excited.
Very.
All right. Last night, Joe, we're going to get to the ball game. Last night, the Nuggets lost the game to the...
He did Fruitvale Station.
It ain't about him right now.
Okay.
It ain't about him right now.
It is about Michael B. He became the sixth black performer to win Best Actor at the Oscars, joining a list that includes Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington, Jamie Foxx, Forrest Whitaker, and Will Smith himself. What does this mean for Michael B. Jordan?
To me, you now have to usher Michael B. Jordan into the conversation of creative genius. Because now when you think about what Michael Jordan's been capable of doing, remember, go back to Creed 3, where he both directed and starred in that film, where he both directed and starred in that performance. Now you talk about Sinners. Sinners was a movie we all went to go watch together as a show at the previous network. Now you talk about Sinners, where he played not one but two characters. You're now starting to see Michael B's range, right? Like, Michael B doesn't just perform in a movie. Michael B quite literally embodies the role of which he is playing and which he is performing. A great movie and a great character is a great movie when the individual goes to see that movie who doesn't necessarily care about that genre of film. I don't really watch vampire movies. Could care less about them. Michael B made me care about it. I don't really watch vampire movies. Michael B all of a sudden made me a fan of that artistry. So when I think about what this does for Michael B and what this does for Michael B's legacy, it now catapults him in my mind and solidifies him as creative genius. Not to mention when you think about the icons that came before him. You mentioned the Poitier, you mentioned the Denzel, you mentioned the Forrest Whitaker, you mentioned the Will Smith. But then on the flip side of the black women, you got to talk about the Viola Davises and talk about the Halle Berrys. And so Michael B, kudos, 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 and salute.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I mean, he's phenomenal, though. This is crazy how, Denzel's cooling off and Michael B is warming up. I love it. He's going to replace that type of, of greatness. I look at that movie, though, Ancho is right. I'm not into, like, vampires and all that, garlic and stabbing him in the heart. But that movie was super entertaining. Like, it's like, if you really go out there and watch Sinners, and if you're not into that, you'll fall in love with it, though. Just the acting, a different role, the different characters. Right? One guy was upbeat, other guy was laid back. One guy was more the leader, the other guy was more of like the guy with the hitman, the armor. So I just love what they did. I ain't gonna lie, he's pretty good, bro. And he's creative, though.
Correct.
It's one thing to be a good actor, it's the other part to be creative, and he's super creative, and I'm happy that he's a brother.
And you also got to think about, like, Michael B has now become an influencer as well. Like, go back to what he did with Killmonger in Black Panther. Like, he was the one that jumped off the camera when Black Panther first came out. He was the one who had black dudes growing their hair all the way out, twisting it, locking it up, you know what I'm saying? Like, Michael B... And throwing it to the side, like Michael B.
Facts.
He's shown
every video game ever now has that hairstyle.
Bruh, think about, remember everybody at Halloween all of a sudden came out the dots all over their body, and like Michael B. We've really seen the evolution, we've seen the impact, we've seen the cultural impact, and I just think like this catapults him, it solidifies him, it stamps him. Like, you think about Denzel when he finally won for Training Day, stamped him. Will Smith when he finally won for King Richard. Will Smith should have been one.
Nah, Will Smith should have been one.
But like, you also got to think now, Michael B is doing, and shout out to Michael B, I think he's 37 or 38, doing what it took Will Smith till 52 2 to do for King Richard. Like Will ain't win. So shout out to the ones that came before Michael B.
Why can't we just give him his roses and his flowers?
No, I'm adding the context to it.
Nah, but all the before and you know what I'm saying?
I just think it's so impressive. It's even more impressive, like that he's done it at 30. Now, I don't think you can do it without those that came before him.
Of course.
But like putting in context, winning this award at 37 or 38, however old Michael B. is, it's like, bro, that's hard.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. I mean, I think if you don't like Michael B. Jordan, you kind of a hater though. You know what I'm saying? Like he is that good and he's working. And he started since a youngster. I remember watching him with The Wire.
Yep.
Going all the way from that to this, happy for him. And you look at this, the company he keeps though, like Denzel, Jamie Foxx, Will Smith, those some names. He's still a long way to get them dudes.
Correct.
Yeah. But I like the track and the path he's on. Yeah, for sure.
That's well said. Well, you go before I react.
Yeah, I was going to say the track and the path that he's on has been incredible to watch though too. Just because I also think maybe those other actors wouldn't be in the position that they're in, or would be in this position earlier if they had a director like a Ryan Coogler. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but Michael B. Jordan was that dude from Friday Night Lights before. He was that dude that was in the bad Fantastic Four movie. And then you end up getting Fruitvale Station from Ryan Coogler. You get Black Panther from Ryan Coogler. Now you get Sinners from Ryan Coogler. I love the fact that now you have two black men that have essentially gone out there and established themselves permanently in history now. With some of the best actors and directors of all time. Like talk about them whenever you, and they're young too. Talk about them whenever they're winning the same awards that the Martin Scorsese's are, that the Leonardo DiCaprios are. Right. All of them, they are now in that category because of everything that they've kind of grown together with over the last like 12 years since they first started working together on Fruitvale Station. I think it's been amazing to watch Michael B. Jordan's come up. I think it's incredible. He definitely deserved this. There's people saying that he didn't. Maybe they wanted Timothy Chalamet from Marty Supreme.
That
was a great movie.
I ain't gonna lie though. Hold up, because I'm for my people for sure. So Michael did win. I'm cool with that. I'm doing backflips. Is it Timothy?
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet.
I ain't into paddleball and all that. Yo, that was. Bro, he was phenomenal.
He's incredible.
So I want him at either way. Either way.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio also great in his movie One Battle After the Another. Yeah. But I mean, a lot of people thought that they were going to end up winning. I don't know about the movie, but I think his performance was actually pretty solid in that one. I think with like you said, him being able to play two different characters that are different characters with their different own challenges, even while being twins. You had one that was like you said, one that's a father dealing with his struggles in that way, trying to get out of the gang life and whatnot. The other one that was more, prone to mischief and whatnot. I thought it was a brilliant performance. It was an awesome movie, and
where does Michael B have to take? Where does Michael B have to take the next step? Because to me, now Michael B, in my mind, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, needs that transitional moment like when Will Smith did 7 Pounds and did Pursuit of Happiness. We all knew Will Smith was funny. And we all knew Will Smith could do action. But when Will Smith messed around and did Pursuit of Happiness, when he messed around and did 7 Pounds, that's when we were like, oh, Will, you got a curveball. We know you got a fastball. We know you got a fastball. Comedy, Fresh Prince, loved it. Yeah. Action, Independence Day, Bad Boys, Men in Black, I'm all talking late 90s, early 2000s, loved it. But then when he popped off, I think it was 2004 with Pursuit of Happiness, all of a sudden it was like, oh, snap.
That's one of my favorite movies.
You got a curveball too.
I cry when that thing come on.
Whoa. Time out. Hold on. Pause the show.
Time out.
This is what I've been waiting for.
No, but it's like a figure of speech.
No, you ain't getting no that hook. For context, Shady don't be crying.
Nope. For context, Shady said don't cry. Don't cry if you lose your girl. Shady said don't cry at your wedding. Don't cry. Shady said don't cry if you win a game in the regular season. Don't cry if you win a playoff game.
Don't cry.
But if you watch a movie,
Pursuit of Happiness,
you can shed those tears.
What got him? I need my money.
Come on, man.
What got him? I need my money. Is that the scene that got you?
I need my money.
Remember?
Oh yeah. No. It's just something about that movie, dog. For real though, like the struggle, him being a good father, like all that type of stuff. I'm like, it really touched me because it's easy to walk away. It's easy to walk away. It's easy not to work hard. It's easy not to chase your dreams.
That's right.
Everything that he did, I'd admit though, other than the dad part. You know what I'm saying? But I love that Will. Real quick.
Say what you need to say.
Nah, because like Michael B is dope though.
He's like that.
And I was like, I hate in this world we live in now where like everything has to be like compared. You get what I'm saying? Like we gotta compare somebody. Like Michael B just won a big award, the Oscars, and we talking about Will and all that. Like let him live that. Cause I don't know, Will Smith right now, that's just like Will a little different. Jamie Foxx, he a little different. You get what I'm saying? I just think that we should just focus on Michael B right now, give him his credit, let him do his thing because he's balling. Well, I don't know if he ever catch somebody like Will.
The reason I bring that up is because
talented.
Now it's like, well, now that Michael B has done this and won this award and he is now stamped as one of them ones, I brought that up to say we all saw the intentional transition Will Smith made. Like Will Smith says, and I'm a student of Will Smith. I just study his work. And Will Smith said, if you want to have $100 million movie, then it has to be sci-fi and it has to be action and there has to be some type of love. Will Smith is the only actor in history that I believe had 10 consecutive $100 million movies. If you start looking at the movies Will Smith did, Men in Blacks, I Am Legend, it's like, oh, that's why he did what he did. Then eventually Will Smith said, oh, I need to pivot. And so that's why he started to do the 7 Pounders, The Pursuit of Happinesses. I don't know if those are necessarily the same box office hits that the I Am Legends were, but it showed Will Smith had a curveball. I'm saying now, Michael B., you've won the award. Now I'm curious what's the next step he will take as he pursues the mastery of his artistry. That's why I bring up Pursuit. You know what I'm saying?